Hello, I'm Willie Perkins, and I'll be your tour guide this year through the Workbook for students in A Course in Miracles. We'll be going through the original edition, and today we'll be doing Lesson 1, and we will start with the introduction today. After that, we won't be reading anything but the lesson, and I may make a few comments at the end. So, for the introduction. A theoretical foundation such as the text is necessary as a background to make these exercises meaningful. Yet it is the exercises which will make the goal possible. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. It is the purpose of these exercises to train the mind to think along the lines which the Course sets forth. The exercises are very simple. They do not require more than a few minutes, and it does not matter where or when you do them. They need no preparation. They are numbered, running from 1 to 365. The training period is 1 year. Do not undertake more than one exercise a day. The purpose of these exercises is to train the mind to a different perception of everything in the world. The workbook is divided into 2 sections. The first dealing with the undoing of what you see now, and the second with the restoration of sight. It is recommended that each exercise be repeated several times a day, preferably in a different place each time, and if possible, in every situation in which you spend any long period of time. The purpose is to train the mind to generalize the lessons, so that you will understand that each of them is as applicable in one situation as it is to another. Unless specified to the contrary, the exercises should be practiced with the eyes open, since the aim is to learn how to see. The only rule that should be followed throughout is to practice the exercises with great specificity. Each one applies to every situation in which you find yourself and to everything you see in it. Each day's exercises are planned around one central idea. The exercises themselves consisting of applying that idea to as many specifics as possible. Be sure that you do not decide that there are some things you see to which the idea for the day is inapplicable. The aim of the exercises will always be to increase the application of the idea to everything. This will not require effort. Only be sure that you make no exceptions in applying the idea. Some of the ideas you will find hard to believe, and others will seem quite startling. It does not matter. You're merely asked to apply them to what you see. You're not asked to judge them, nor even to believe them. You are asked only to use them. It is their use which will give them meaning to you and show you they are true. Remember only this: you need not believe them, you need not accept them, and you need not welcome them. Some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter nor decrease their efficacy. But allow yourself to make no exceptions in applying the ideas the exercises contain. Whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than this is required. And lesson 1. Nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, means anything. Nothing I see means anything. Nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, means anything. Now look slowly around you and practice applying this idea very specifically to whatever you see. This table does not mean anything. This chair does not mean anything. This hand does not mean anything. This foot does not mean anything. This pen does not mean anything. Then look further away from your immediate area and apply the idea to a wider range. That door does not mean anything. That body does not mean anything. That lamp does not mean anything. That sign does not mean anything. That shadow does not mean anything. Notice that these statements are not arranged in any order and make no allowances for differences in the kinds of things to which they are applied. That is the purpose of the exercises. The statement is merely applied to anything you see. As you practice applying the idea for the day, use it totally indiscriminately. Do not attempt to apply it to everything you see, for these exercises should not become ritualistic. Only be sure that nothing you see is specifically excluded. One thing is like another as far as the application of the idea is concerned. So today we're going to do this. What's it say? A couple times today. Do this simple exercise of looking around you. Spend a minute or so, and whatever comes into your vision, say, this blank does not mean anything, and then move on to the next. The main thing that is required is that we not exclude anything. There might be some things that you tend to not want to include, and let's not do that. And so tomorrow we'll go on to lesson 2. And rather than saying bless you or God bless you, I'd like to just always remind you that God is continually blessing you. I hope you can be aware of it. That's what this is going to teach us, is to be aware of God's constant blessing. Peace.